Okay, so because I, unlike some gaming companies that will remain nameless, don't really think mindless repetition is the highest form of entertainment, I have taken the liberty not to record me going through the first part of this level over and over and over, because I think you have basically got the gist of what went on there, and do not need to see it anymore. So anyway, yes, it's parts like this where I kind of wish Nintendo would have been, if you pardon my arbitrarily offensive wordings, that Nintendo would have been asked to give the level a 6th star instead of saying, okay, do this again, except with a weird, not really plausible limitation on what you're allowed to do or something. This seems like it's pretty solid, but this is really a hard enough. This is the last galaxy. This is a hard enough star without having this time limit. And I really don't like that part of the lava because it expects you to be there. I don't know what it is, but the lava just happens to rise quickly there because you rise quickly, and that doesn't make any logical sense, and it really is unfair because of reasons that I will think of shortly. Anyway, I'm going to take the long way across because I seem to recall this burn bit giving me way too much trouble. And I seem to recall one being up here. But anyway, oh well, the worst of it is over. You get to see the entire 1 recordings of this I scrapped. I actually did better on this than I was expecting. I'm a Mario. I got a star. Well, I guess I'm technically Luigi, but I'm really just a Mario in Luigi costume. And since we got the very last star, we are sent back here to see the countdown tick down to 0. And I almost doubled my star bits right there. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that is definitely a good place to go if you're hungry for star bits and you haven't done that yet. Except we just helped my special one. It would not be possible to get 120 stars without helping my special one. You are not very good at logic, Rosalima. So, I'm going to perpetuate the tradition started by Mario World and record this for absolutely no reason. I don't know. Show you that if I have actually played the game in the last couple times, I can remember how to do it. Because this was all but a blind run. I mean, I knew how to do the stars, but I have not played it in ages. I forgot the locations of all the purple coins, and I just had to do that once for old time's sake, I guess. Poor Luigi. He's either too slow trying to moment up like this, or he's going faster than the thing. I mean, they're perfectly timed for Mario's walking speed, but a little bit glitchy with Luigi. I really don't usually have problems with that. I'm just basically being a retard because I'm on camera, I think. Yeah, with a little timing. I mean, it's really just this longer one, and oops, I forgot to get the star bits. Why doesn't the game give you a star bit count? Because star bits are actually kind of important, and I keep thinking I might be able to make that even though I can't. Oh look, it's a 7, a reference to Waluigi. I think they should have named him 7aluigi. That would have been a better name, and it would have made more sense because he has a 7 on his hat. And I love you too, game. I love you too. Whoops. This is kind of a boring part. I'm glad they don't do it much more besides this. Well, actually doing interesting things with gravity is kind of a problem this game has. Of not doing it very much, and instead doing things that, like, maybe a 12-year-old might think that's how gravity works, or... Actually, I'm pretty sure there was some study and it proved that 90% of Americans just think gravity goes down and the world is flat. I'm not really sure. I mean, it does make sense, and I don't know about those scientists. I don't think they actually know their stuff. The scientific method is totally fallible, guys. It totally postulates something and then goes out to prove it rather than just makes a question and tries to figure out the answer without trying to get a desired result. And, I want to get on top of this for some reason. I don't think there's enough room for me to long jump. I don't like how backflip and long jump are the same buttons and they do the exact opposite things, but I guess then again I have nefarious uses for long jumps like that, so it might be better if I wasn't given access to it whenever I wanted. I still like this whole thing where the things happen to zoom in. It doesn't make any sense, and I have been pretty constantly whining about things that make no sense, but I don't care. I can accept the cool factor of something if it isn't, like, basically excuse not to do something cooler. Like the whole gravity doesn't work logically way, except when we want it to do boring things like transitional sequences like this. I still like this room just because it's pretty cool out. It's like a big old castle, and I always like the inside of a circle type rooms. Whoops, almost got hit by a lava there. I like how this lava isn't just unrecolored death water. Yes, that's right, I postulate that the default state of lava is lava and death water is recolored lava. You want to fight about it? Actually, I think in Mario 1, lava was really not even a thing. It was just like a decoration that was put over a bottomless pit to make it seem like it was a pit full of lava instead of a bottomless pit, but I might have been thinking that wrong, and maybe just the death tiles that are at the bottom of a bottomless pit were moved up a square to the lava. I really don't know the game mechanics of Mario 1, and that makes me a little bit sad. It seems like something everyone should know. Hee hee hee! Oh man, it's a good thing they didn't have the voice acting from Mario Sunshine. That wasn't enjoyable at all. Yep, you would have had to be a real nerd to like that. And why is it? I think it's just like the people who grew up playing kiddie-ish games. I mean, I never hear anyone complain about voice acting in M-rated games like Fallout, and I've noticed some kind of bad voice acting in that, but I've never really seen any complaining. Fallout 3, by the way, and Halo had pretty good voice acting, but I still never seen anyone complain about that. And I don't know what it is. I think it's like people are so butthurt about Sonic and Mario and stuff having bad voices because they tended to be all silent protagonists, so the people could pretend that the characters are like themselves or something, and they all got accustomed to that and gave them their own voices in their head, and then when they